to my channel. I'm Dee, and today we are making these super simple bread rolls. One of the reasons why I like to make rolls is I prefer sandwiches on rolls. I like having them with dinner, etc. But I find them really expensive at the store. Where I get rolls, if you buy them individually, a lot of times they're 50 to 75 cents a piece. I don't want to pay that. It's far easier to make them, and they're really simple to make. Now, this particular recipe uses a scale. Don't be afraid of a scale. If you don't have one, they're a great investment. You can take advantage of so many recipes from all over the world because so many people and professional bakers use weight instead of the imperial measurements. So we're going to do that, okay? So here's the list of ingredients. All we have is 500 grams of flour, 2 teaspoons salt, 300 grams of water, and 2 1/4 teaspoons of yeast. And this is warm water, and all I'm going to do is put the yeast in the warm water and let it sit for about 5 minutes. So the yeast is ready, and all I'm going to do is put the flour in my stand mixer with the dough hook on it and the salt. And I'm just going to turn on and let it mix around for a second. Okay, and then I'm going to turn my mixer on low. And I am just going to put in the yeast mixture. I'm going to make sure I get it all out of the container. Get the last little bit in. And all I'm going to do is turn this on low and mix it for about 10 minutes. It's going to form a nice ball. It's going to take a couple minutes, but as you can see, it does form a ball, and we're just going to continue letting it knead the dough until the 10 minutes is up. So the dough is done. It forms a beautiful dough, and all I'm going to do is just kind of form it under into, make it a kind of a rounded ball, and I'm going to put it in a greased bowl. I'm going to put a cloth over this, and I'm going to put it in my oven with just the light on. No heat. The oven's not going to be on. I'm just going to turn the light on, and that just makes it a little bit warmer. And we're going to leave it in there just for half an hour. So we'll see you then. The dough's all risen. I left mine for about 45 minutes. I got busy. So now what I'm going to do is put it on the counter, and then we're just going to punch it. Okay, we just want to get rid of all those large air bubbles in it. And now we're just going to weigh it out in 85-gram pieces, which is about 3 ounces. And I'm terrible at judging how much 85 is, so I just got to keep trying. And I'm going to go through each one of them. So I put this into 9 portions of 85 grams, and this is how you shape the balls so they kind of look professional. You don't want a lot of flour, just a little bit on your board. And you're just going to keep folding these under. Okay, and this is just going to make the dough on top. It's just going to make it a little taunt on top. Okay, and once it's like that, then you put it in your hand and just roll it around. Let it roll around in your hand as you do it on the board, and that makes it into a nice professional looking round ball. And you'll just go through and do that to all of them. So these are all formed into the little balls, and I'm going to let these sit on my counter for about 20 minutes to rest. While I set my, I've got my oven, I'm going to turn that on to 400 and let it preheat, and these will sit here for 20 minutes. It's been about 20 minutes. My oven is now preheated, and I'm going to use an egg wash on these, and that's just simply 1 egg and 1 tablespoon of water, and you're going to whisk that really well till everything's incorporated. And so we're just going to be brushing this over the rolls. I do the entire visible surface. And this is going to give it that nice golden brown color with hopefully with a little bit of shine. And because we've weighed these, they're all the same size. Now, not only is that visually appealing, but it also helps in cooking, so that if everything's the same size, they're all going to finish at the same time. You finish cooking. Sometimes if they're a little bit different, you'll have some that aren't quite cooked enough, or some a little overcooked. Now that that's done, you're going to take a sharp knife, razor blade, long, whatever you have, and you're just going to make 2 slits. You're probably going to have to hold it, and just make 2 slits in the top of each roll. They don't have to be huge. At this point, if you wanted, you could put on some sesame seeds or anything on the top you want to. I'm just going to do these ones plain, and I'm going to put them in the oven at the 400 degrees for 15 to 20 minutes until golden brown. The rolls are out of the oven. As you can see, they're golden brown. They are so good, and they don't take a lot of time to make. They're pretty quick to make. Tonight I am having cheeseburger macaroni. I have that recipe on my site. I'll put a link to it above. And these rolls go absolutely perfect with it. So thank you for watching. Give it a try. Let me know if you do in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching.